everyone, and welcome along to round 4 of the IFM F1 PS4 League here at the Baku City circuit for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Just as we get qualifying underway, the big question is, will we see 5 different winners in 5 races? So far we've had Zarai, Vikmil, GT Fan and Schnixel winning races so far. No wins were easy for any of these drivers, although GT Fan made Canada look very simple. However, it's not just the races where we've seen a high standard. Oh no, qualifying has been absolutely crazy from the start of the season. Schnixel taking pole position last time out in Spain from absolutely nowhere before going on to win the race. Will he keep up the momentum here in Baku? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Here now we've got Q1 underway, 18 minutes of the first qualifying action. We've got drivers already heading out on track. We've got the Haas F1 car of Vettel Fan. Vettel Fan, he's been, well, we've seen how good he is so far this season, and I believe he picked up a podium last time out in Spain, finishing in third behind, who was it, GT Fan? Yeah, finishing third behind GT Fan. Didn't absolutely third job. In fact, wait, no, he didn't actually. No, I've just remembered he absolutely bottled it, with it all going wrong during the pit stops and also out on track. The driver who did finish third last time out in Spain was Vikmil, the defending champion. But we have seen Vettel Fan do rather well this season. He did finish third in Brazil and second in Canada. He looked well on course to get pole position last time out in Spain, being the fastest man in Q1 and Q2 before Schnixel, as I just mentioned earlier, taking it out of nowhere on the during the battle for pole position in Q3. What a great lap that was from Schnixel. But what can Vettel Fan do here? Can he finally get a win in the 5th round of the season? Well, as I said, we know how good he is. So, will this finally be his day? There in the Haas, as he's just coming through now the twisty section of the track, the very last sector. And he's coming now onto the start-finish straight, one of the longest straights ever in Formula 1 history. And we will be taking a lap of the Baku City circuit with Vettel Fan, the German driver. As there he goes through turn 1 very cleanly through there, and he gets a very tight series of 90-degree turns in the first sector. Here's the second one, another left-hander going very well now. Power on the exit corners early as you can, but try not to hit the wall. As you can see, a Vettel Fan there just keeping it to the middle of the track where he's got the DRS open, doesn't want to be affected by the walls in terms of aerodynamics, but going very well so far, and also avoiding the inside curves, which are very bumpy and can throw you off. Here's turn 4 then, the first right-hander of the lap. Took that one very well, and now we're coming into the very, very tight section of the track in the middle sector. So there we go, left, right, taking it absolutely beautifully. There is Vettel Fan on the red super soft tyre. Only drivers currently out on the yellow softs are System Pro and Renfaro. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 at the moment. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. But Vettel Fan going very well, even through the castle section there. One of the trickiest corners ever in Formula 1, very narrow and just literally always single file through there. You cannot overtake through there, and that just proves the point of qualifying being absolutely crucial here in Baku, mate. If you qualify low down on a grid, you've got to strategists for their drivers will have to think on their feet to make sure they get a good result for their driver. So far, Vettel Fan doing a good lap here. Wouldn't be surprised if it's the fastest actually. One of the best laps I've seen through here, but now he's coming through the last twisty section. And there he goes, he's in 8th gear already. I think, to be honest, when drivers go down this long straight here, they could do with about another 5 more gears, maybe even more than that. Daniel Ricciardo once said 20 more gears would be better, but I don't think so. Although it went up still on the power. But anyway, Vettel Fan crossed the line, and he does a 1 minute 41.9. Very good lap there from Vettel Fan. We'll see who's next across the line. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm sure we'll see somewhere. It's Norian Armani. Yep, one of the drivers making his debut for this race here in Baku. Got some news here, so some driving news I will bring you now during qualifying. So Milan Klaus is suspended for the next 2 races, including this one. So he'll be suspended for this race and the Italian Grand Prix next week, as he's reached 8 penalty points. And a 2-race ban is what you get when you reach 8 penalty points on your IFM licence. And Hush I Universe will be replacing him today in the Toro Rosso. Speedy 2000 also won't be here today. He's been taken over by a reserve driver of Norian Armani. His last lap was quite a lot slower than Vettel Fan. Vettel fan still fastest, but I'm sure Novian can improve from that. Also, Renfara and Schwicke both have 10-second time penalties for the end of this race. Renfara ran out of fuel last time out during Q3, which isn't allowed, and Schwicke also didn't send his DNF to the director after the race, and the director only saw that when he checked through the footage when doing the editing process to see the Spanish Grand Prix on YouTube. And that's also why Milan Klaus didn't. That's also why Milan Klaus got his 8th penalty point. That's that. And also Dracula Hunter. Oh, sorry. So no, I've just been changed. Sorry, Navian Armani will be taking over at Sauber from Dracula Hunter. It's actually Impact Echo replacing Speedy 2000 at Renault, I assume. Let's just take a look. Yes, it is. There we go. My apologies. I was just looking through the different pages. Also, there's a further update which I've just received now. But Impact Echo has got a 30-second time penalty for the end of this race. 30 seconds is a big penalty due to multiple incidents last time out in Spain. So it makes it difficult for him. But anyway, back to the present tense here in qualifying. GT Fan is now your fastest man with a 1 minute 41.3, so 4/10 of a second faster than Vettel Fan. So once again, two rookies absolutely dominating at the moment. Impact Echo is actually third fastest with a 1:42.4. It's crucial for Impact Echo to get a good result here, finish high up with eye gap to those behind him. As Hush Our Universe, one of the debutants, has actually crashed coming in through the last sector. And that's a yellow flag there, so I'm afraid he's out of qualifying already after just 7 minutes. Could he do there? Will he be able to make improvements from there during the race from right at the back of the grid? We'll have to see. We've got Pascal here, Vic Mill's teammate, currently on an out lap. Vic Mill is still in the pits, he's not done a lap yet. Also, we just had Epic Scorpion's in 6th place, he hasn't just set a lap. It's Zarai's just set a lap actually, 1:41.5, so he slots in between GT Fan and Vettel Fan. Can Zarai get back to winning ways? After his last week came last time out, sorry, not last time out, but at the start of the season actually, at the Circuit of the Americas. Will be interesting to see, because we know he's a brilliant driver, is Zarai. Just not had it all. He did very well last time out in Spain. Started from 14th on the grid and finished an amazing 5th. He's gained 9th place in that race, so yeah, a big well done there to Zarai. Can he get back to winning ways here? He scored the win in America, but hasn't been on the podium since then. Will this be his time to do so? We'll have to find out, but whereas we are now looking on board the lap here with Pascal. Not the best of laps so far, but Pascal is a good driver, and he's been learning a lot from his teammate Vic Mill so far this season. Vic Mill being helping him out with the race weekends. Try to look at timings in which practice and qualifying sessions and how to go about your race. Vic Mill has also been a sort of mentor to Pascal, you could say. Pascal certainly taking that on board and is making the most of it. Pascal, he's not had the greatest of seasons so far. Only had 2 points finishes, finishing 4th in America, but never really caught on from that. Didn't score any points in Brazil or Canada, and only finished 10th last time out in Spain. But here we go now, Pascal. Go through the final sector. Hopefully he doesn't bin it like Hush Our Universe did. No, very clean and tidy. Took it carefully though. And hopefully his time will be enough to get him through to Q2, as we've got Weber, Selangville and Vic Mill out on track. Actually Vic Mill's not far behind Pascal here. Pascal goes 10th fastest with a 1:43.5. Very good lap there. Vic Mill and for Pascal, and here comes Vic Mill here actually now. He's about to start a lap. We'll see there what he does. Vic Mill's actually on the yellow soft tyres. Interesting. I think he's saving his super soft tyres for the race and Q1 and Q2 and Q3 maybe. Got a yellow flag somewhere in sector 3. I'm just trying to see why, but I can't quite see at the moment. No obvious signs, fair enough. Renfara now. He's on his outlap. What can Renfara do? Of course, as he's got that penalty from Spain, running out of fuel in Q3. I'm sure he'll be hoping to not do the same here in Baku. Hopefully, lesson learned. As we did see in the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix from the real world of F1, Lewis Hamilton, he got pole position in that race. So in that qualifying session, he got pole position, but didn't have enough fuel to get back to the pits after setting that qualifying lap, and therefore that got him a penalty, put that to the back of the grid actually there. It's a very harsh penalty on Lewis Hamilton there, but that gave pole position to Pastor Maldonado, who then went on to win the race, as I mentioned last week. Here in Baku there, we have seen many crazy races. Sorry, well, not many crazy races. We've seen a bit of crazy action here, not so much so in 2016 where it was just a dominant performance from Rosberg, but last season in Formula 1, oh my, absolutely rapid stuff. Daniel Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas both, well, last at one point, or right at the back. Both of those finished first and second in the race, so they just went from the back to the front. And Lance Stroll doing well to score his first podium in Formula 1. With that great third place here in Baku. Could have been higher than third actually, if Bottas didn't catch him just before the line. Vicmel, however, he's done his lap on the yellow softs. He's got 8th fastest with a 1:42.5, slotting in between the Ferraris of System Proyer and Schwizky. Very well done, Schnixel. Winner last time out in Spain is 4th fastest, 1:42.1. But we know, we don't just think, oh, he's going to be around 4th, 5th place on the grid. We could just pull a lap out of nowhere. Zarai's now the fastest man, actually, 1:41.1. So he's now your fastest man, ladies and gentlemen. But this is only qualifying 1. We'll still got time. See how the grid's going to be decided as the American driver Renault crosses the line to Langville. He goes 10th fastest, 1:42.8. He's only just about to cross the line. Renfara and Weber aren't far behind. Spike's actually about to start a lap. So Weber now in the Williams, coming up to the line. And he goes 14th fastest, 1:43.5, just behind the McLaren of Hardy Edge, who's currently sat in the pits, and Ed, a Swiss gamer, who's also in the pits. Renfara now coming through the final section. He's got a Red Bull there right in front of him and appears to be, well, doesn't appear to be too much of a window. It is Pascal, but he is weaving all over the track. And Renfara there trying to pick up the slipstream from him. A little bit of tow, but I think he got a bit there. Renfara crosses the line and Haas goes 11th. 1:42.8 on the yellow soft tyres. Vic Mills also just gone 4th fastest. 1:42.1. He was just behind Renfara there. So well done, Vic Mill. Improving there. He's just ahead of Schnixel. And behind Vettel fan, GT fan, and Zarai. A good Q1 session so far. Plenty of interesting laps. If you're wondering why I'm just using the onboard camera most of the time, it's because when we're off board, like now, it tends to lag a little bit and it becomes more obvious. There's the lag because of poor connection, not just from myself, but also other drivers in the lobby. That's if they have, I don't know. Anyway, here's Langville now, coming round to finish the lap. He will be completing this one, DRS wide open. And coming up to the line, he goes, stays in 9th. So no, he goes up to 9th, sorry, 1:42.4. Very good lap there from the American Renault driver. There's a Williams edge behind him on the track. Renfara, I reckon he may be coming into the pits at the end of this lap or starting a new one after this. He's got enough fuel to do so. We'll see now. Things looking absolutely rosy. Yeah. If I just bring up a bit more information here. I'll try and see how many rookies are currently in the top 10. So we've got 1, 2... Just heard there, big shout out to Billy Monger there coming from the announcer. I don't know if you heard it, but I certainly did. Yeah, Billy Monger doing brilliantly well. Me and Simon mentioned him last time out in Canada. Well, Simon can't be with us tonight, but you still got me, Ash Dawson, as your commentator. So I should have introduced myself at the start. Apologies for that. You can tell I'm still working on it. Yeah, rookies in the top 10. We have got 3 rookies in there, all doing a fine job for their teams. So, well on to them. We've got most drivers in the pits now. We've just got 2 minutes left of qualifying 1. The drivers currently in the knockout stage as well. We've got Hush already out after crashing in the 3rd sector. So it's Novi and Armani, Fozzie Bear, Swiss Gamer and Weber who are currently in the knockout. Weber's now on an out lap. We'll be trying to carry on from there. Epic Scorpion, you see 13th place, 43-1. As this race is taking place, it is Friday the 13th, so it can be unlucky for Summons in this race and qualifying session. Let's hope it's not unlucky for many though, eh? But it's certainly been unlucky in qualifying for Ashide Universe on his debut. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 somewhere. Oh, it's Fozzie Bear. He's put it in the wall just towards the end of the 1st sector. That's not good. He's another unlucky one. So he will also not be taking part in Q2. But, well, I mean, his time, he wouldn't have really made it there anyway. But he's a certainty to not do it now. Just got just over half a minute to go, 40 seconds left. So another yellow flag in sector 1, if I can see what's happened here. Really appear to be any other reason why. But yeah, got drivers who are making some final runs here. Hardy Edge is on the run. Epic Scorpion's coming up to the line now. He's still got enough fuel and time to do another lap after this. And I think he will, because there's no improvement on this lap from 13th place. Because he's still not safe yet. Not with Hardy Edge, Weber and Swiss Gamer. Oh, actually Hardy Edge and Weber, yep, they're still out there. But Swiss Gamer and Novian are in the pits. So yeah, Epic Scorpion's actually safe now, no matter what. So he will be making it through to Q2. Spike there, don't know why he's crossing the line. We should put it in a lean fuel mix now. Goes to pits, or he should have just gone in the pits just then. C-Stern, I think, will be pitting. He doesn't need to worry about this lap. He's sticking to the left of the track. See that? Look at the downforce there on taking action on the kart. No, he's still going. Got a yellow flag in sector 3, and C-Stern goes 5th fastest. So well done, 142.1, just ahead of Schnixel. Very good lap there.
Big shout out to Billy Monger, aka Billy Wiz.
So yeah, all's looking good. Epic Scorpion actually making the improvement on this lap, doing actually quite well. Yeah, he's now down to 14th place as Weber has crossed the line, gone 13th, so Weber is through. Epic Scorpion, you are through no matter what. Just bring it into the pits. You may not realise that he's safe. So he's going to complete the lap. We'll see if it's an improvement. And it was actually. It was an improvement. He goes 12th fastest. Can't quite give you the time because it disappeared from the screen there. And welcome along everyone now. We are in qualifying 2 here at Baku. See. We've got all drivers in the pits at the moment. Just going to wait to see which one of these comes out first. I'll just take away that graphics screen. We've got a Renault coming out the garage actually. We'll see who it is. Is it Impact Echo or Selangville? It is Selangville, the American driver. Also coming out on track. We've got Renfara in the Haas. I think someone else is doing as well. FC Bayern fan is too. Here we go. We just take a look at the Renault out on track here. Going through the streets of Baku, you can see just how close the racing line is to the barriers as well. You get right up close and personal to those barriers here in Baku. But the people of Baku, the builders, have done a fantastic job of making this race a possibility. Of course, 2016 was not the first time there's been motor racing through the streets of Baku. In fact, a few years ago there has been GT races going through here. And one notable driver taking part in one of those GT races was former Formula 1 driver Jan Magnussen, father of Kevin Magnussen. So he probably had a little bit of experience to talk to his son about. Kevin Magnussen, of course, doing really well in the real world of Formula 1 right now. 5th place in the last Bahrain Grand Prix. And looked good for 4th place in Australia until that faulty wheel gun at the pit stops, which also happened to Romain Grosjean. But anyway, back to IFM talk now, as we've got Selangville here crossing the line to start his first hot lap in Q2. See how it all goes. So he goes through turn 1. In fact, missed the apex just about there, turn 2, and brushed the barrier on the exit with his right rear tyre. Don't really want to be doing that much. It could cause a puncture, possible damage, so I don't want none of that. But anyway, column 64 there, going very well through turn 3, and now 4 we're going to see. Yep, again avoiding those inside curbs because they can throw you offline. They're very thick curbs actually. They're, if you stand next to it, put your foot next to it, it actually goes higher than your foot. And imagine running over a proper steel block curb that's as tall as your foot. So yeah, don't want none of that. Almost as tall as your ankles, used to say. But anyway, there's Selangville rocketing through the castle section there. And now this is where the lap starts to speed up a little bit. Fast left-handers here. Got 2 apexes to hit, and now the 3rd one here. Very slow corner, very narrow actually as well. I mean, you could go for an overtake there, but it's really a single file corner, I could say. But now Selangville getting a good exit there at the last braking zone to then come through these very tight S's in the final sector and absolutely pushing the car to the absolute limits as he's coming up now onto the very long straight. I call it the very long straight because it is a very long straight, and also a DRS zone. And coming up to the line now, he goes 1:42.1. Of course, this is where, straight there, that DRS is where Valtteri Bottas caught Lance Stroll on the last lap of 2017. And oh no! Vettel fan has put it in the wall at the castle section, and therefore he is out of Q2, and he will be starting 15th on the grid. 15th. He was a favourite he was one of the favourites for pole position, but now that won't be happening. Selangville, he did his lap on the yellow soft tyres, but now, I was about to say it's fastest, but now Renfara, sorry not Renfara, System Prior has beaten that on the with a 1:47.1, sorry 1:41.7, my apologies, on the red super soft tyres. Yeah, Renfara's currently 3rd, Epic Scorpion 4th, and FC Bayern fan in 5th place at the moment. We'll see who's next across the line. Pascal's not too far off. Let's see. Yep, so it will be Pascal. He'll be the next man to cross the line and complete a lap. And what's it going to be? And there he goes through the tight section. You can see the other cars on the other side of the barrier going the opposite way. Very well built, this track. Very well built. Also, Sergei Sirotkin made a move just before the line here on the last lap in a Formula 2 race of 2017. But Pascal goes 5th fastest with a 1:43.4. And FC Bayern fan is just behind him. Sergei Sirotkin, I can't remember who it's up. Sergei Sirotkin, of course, now current Williams driver. And yeah, his move was also to take second place at the line. But no, was it? No, I don't think it was last year. Hang on, I think it was 2016 when it was called GP2. I think it was. So Langville's there pitting with Renfar right behind him. Schweike, Spiker, they're on outlaps at the moment. Schnixel now crosses the line to complete his fast lap, 1:42.4. The Dutch driver there in the McLaren Honda. Well done. Still yet to see laps from GT Fan and Vic Mill, and also Zarai as well. GT Fan and Vic Mill currently sat in the pits. Zarai has just started a lap. There he goes through turn 2, as you can see. X in there, very quick actually. He went very well through that corner. The best ways I've ever seen anyone take that. His teammate SD Blind fans currently in the pits. I'm sure he may be sat watching this lap on the television, as we see it here as well. There you go, just almost touching the barrier there. The Emirates sun on the barrier, doing very well there. It's a very slow section of track. This way got all narrow, very slow during the lap. Very difficult. It's mainly single file through this whole sector actually, this whole middle sector. Sometimes a cheeky move can be made, but it's really not worth doing it. It's worth waiting for the DRS zone that comes up in the last part of the lap. But Zarai there taking it absolutely beautifully in now. Getting faster. There's one left-hander. And there's the second. And now coming up to the third left-hander, which is a braking zone. And he just, I think he touched the barrier a bit there. Very well. Now coming down the hill. Let's take the last braking zone. And taking that absolutely beautifully. Got on the power very nice and early there in the Mercedes. He's on the yellow soft tyres, I should say. So, not expecting him to be the fastest man. He could well be. We'll see what he does. So coming up to the line now. DRS wide open. Pedal to the metal. He goes second fastest with a 1:41.9. So this is his best time. He'll be starting the race later on those tyres. And he's done well with them. So he'll be looking for a long first stint and possibly the medium tyres as well. So he may be going for a one-stop strategy in this race. Wouldn't blame him if he did so, like he did last time out in Spain. From 14th place and finished 5th, so yeah, it's alright, going with some good tactics there. Just see now, so no Vettel fan of course, GT fan still in the pits actually. So, as well as Vic Mill, so those two drivers are yet to go out on track. I mean, we've still got 6.5 minutes to go of Q2. So it's far from over just yet. Not worth noting the knockouts just yet, but Vettel fan certainly will be knocked out. And he's not got the chance to fight for pole position. It's a very tight circuit here as Weber there goes into the pits. There we go. One crucial thing here in Baku, especially on lap 1, as GT fans actually coming out the pits now here as we look so on board with him at pit limiter. Vic Mill's also out on track, there he is. There's his teammate there just going through as well. Yeah, one thing that is crucial here in Baku is on the first lap, just try not to damage your wing, because it really can bugger up your strategy. None of that wanted. But I won't be surprised if we see one or two incidents at turns 1, 2, and also here turn 3 as well on lap 1, because it gets very, very tight. We saw it at the start of the 2017 Baku Grand Prix, didn't we? Between Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen as well. That was on lap 1. And also Daniel Ricciardo, I think, got caught up as well. Not only that though, on the safety car restart last year, Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez got close and personal at turn 2. Here in these pink force is actually what you see on the screen now. Hopefully GT fan and Spike won't be doing any of that. You see there now, Vic Mill just going down the hill slowly, getting his thoughts and his mind together, getting himself in the right frame of mind to put in a good lap here. He's on the red super softs actually, so he's planning on going the option route. strategy for the race. First stint, taking the super softs. Let's hope he doesn't lock up and ruin those tyres on this fast run. We'll go on board with him actually. So crossing the line now, start the lap. Into turn 1 then, braking about 150 metres before the corner, maybe even earlier than that, but it's quite fairly quick first corner. As long as you hit the apex right, then you're very quick on the exit. Turn 2 there, Vic Mill doing a fine job, managing to keep it out the walls and off the inside curbs. Because the inside curve, you hit that with your left rear tyre or your front left tyre, can throw you into the exit barrier. Vic Mill there doing very well so far. Missed the apex slightly of this corner. I think he was just trying to avoid the curves, but still missed the apex. He's got a little bit of time to make up, but he made it safely through. And here he goes. Just a little bit of the curb there on the right hander there in that chicane. As we get through the middle sector now. And this is it there through the night. So not the night, through the narrow castle section. And here he goes. I mean, there is a night with a castle. I guess you could. I guess that was an appropriate time to use the word night. But no, Baku is not a night race. It would be good if it would be though in the future. I think it would be amazing to see, make the scenery look even more glamorous than what it already does. Baku is certainly one of my favourite venues for racing. Vic Mill going well. He's setting a very good example here of the perfect lap. Seaston Poyer has the time to beat in this session with a 1:41.7. And it's the top 10 that will be going through. As we've got Epic Scorpion, Pascal, Weber and Impact Echo currently out on track for an out lap. I do believe that GT Fan and Vic Mill will start putting them in the crucial part, the knockout area, knockout zone. But anyway, Vic Mill across the line, he goes fastest with a 1:41.2. Absolutely phenomenal lap, over 4/10 of a second faster than C-Stern. And now GT Fan coming up to the line. Will he go any faster? It's going to be very close. It is tight, and he does go fastest with a 1:40.6, almost 6/10 of a second quicker than Vic Mill. So GT Fan, everyone, is the man on the warpath, and well, I'd say your favourite pole position in my old time commentating and racing here at Baku. I have never seen anyone put in a lap that is less than 1 minute 41 seconds. So GT Fan, that's the first for me to see, and that is amazing. There's many drivers I know, not just from IFM but also other leagues, who I don't think could beat that time. I really don't, not unless they had some blooming, I don't know, some like nitro rockets on their car or something. Brilliant driving there from GT Fan. And we were discussing last time out in Spain the battle between GT Fan and Vic Mill for the title this year, because that's what it is shaping up to be, a rookie versus the defending champion. Wow. They were second and third last time out in Spain behind Schnixel. GT Fan, of course, finishing in a better position, the silver. So, right now, he's on course to be looking like the fastest one here. Got a minute to go now in this session. And we've got runs coming from Impact Echo, SD Blind Fan, Weber, Pascal, Epic Scorpion and Schnixel as well to avoid that knockout zone. They're all on outlaps, so in fact they're not all on outlaps. Epic Scorpion, Pascal, Weber will all be crossing the line very soon. Weber will be the first actually. He's currently in 12th place. From 11th to 15th, well 14th now, because 15th. That would be Vettel Fan, who didn't set a lap as he crashed in castle section. So Weber, he's still got enough fuel after this and enough time to do another lap. So if he don't get it right this time, he's got another chance, but he's gone 7th fastest. 1:42.2. Next across the line is, will it be Impact Echo or will it be Schnixel? No, it's Epic Scorpion, sorry, he crosses the line now. He does improve his time, but he's only 11th fastest, so he has to do another run, and he just about made it across the line in time. Pascal, however, has not. In fact, yes, he has actually. He just made it with less than a second remaining. He's gone 11th fastest, but he still needs to improve. He's got enough fuel to do another lap, so crucial runs here coming now from Pascal and Epic Scorpion. Schnixel's now been dropped down into 11th place. Sorry, yeah, into 11th as Weber and Schwiki are now in the top 10. So, no, sorry, Impact Echo it was. He's gone 6th fastest. So Schnixel now, the man who took pole last time out in that McLaren Honda in Spain. Saw many Dutch fans travel to the circuit to Catalonia to support their hero. But he's going to have to put a smile on their faces again in this session. Just at least get it into the top 10. It doesn't matter if he's not fastest in this session. What will matter is if he can get through to the next session and be with a chance to be the fastest again. He's now down to 12th place as so we've got another driver setting a lap. We'll see who it is in a second. But Schnixel's gone 4th fastest, so well done to him. Very well done. FC Bayern fan did go 3rd fastest, so well done to him. But now Pascal and Epic Scorpion make their final runs. Here comes Epic Scorpion now. He's actually improving on this lap, but it isn't by much, and I don't think it will be enough to go through. I mean, if you look at Spiker and Schweiki, both on identical lap times, but neither of them will be through, so they've dropped out already. But now it's Weber and Selangville who are on the ropes, and Epic Scorpion now crosses the line. He has improved his time, but not really his position. He's in 13th, and Pascal currently in 14th place. Can he escape the knockout zone and cross the line? He's the last man to set a lap in this session. Oh no, he's pitting. In fact, no, he knew he couldn't do it. I've only just noticed the time he was not going to do it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the drivers out of this session are Spike, Schweiki, Pascal, Epic Scorpion, and Vettel Fan. No one expected it to be Vettel Fan, but it is. This is it. 20 drivers started in qualifying, but now only 10 remain. It's 12 minutes of crucial racing, well, not racing, but fast laps, time trial in a way. We get all the information out on screen now. It's going to go absolutely mad here in qualifying. It's your first man to exit the pits, as we see on screen there. It's the Haas of Renfara, followed by the Ferrari of Seestern. Seestern not got a pole position yet this season. Will this be his time? Can GT Fan and Vic Mill get back on pole positions? Couldn't arrive. Not sure. SC Bayern Fan, the other Mercedes, what can he do? Can he get his first pole of the season too? Impact Teco. This is only his 2nd race, and we know he's got a 30-second time penalty for the race, so he's done his best so far here in qualifying, but he'll need to set a good lap and also have a good race later on, so have a good chance of scoring any points in this race. But Schnixel, Renfara and Seestenproyer out on track, and I really don't know what to expect here, because Schnixel, he was running around 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th throughout qualifying in Spain last time, but then suddenly just pulled out a stunning lap to take pole position off GT Fan and Vettel Fan. It was sensational. Vic Mill also out on track, as is GT Fan as well. So these two drivers are the main title contenders, you can say. I know it's still early days, but the form these drivers are in, Vic Mill and GT Fan look to be your favourites. We have seen battles on track between these two. Spain and also Brazil. Brilliant battle there in Brazil we saw. Of course, GT Fan had a poor qualifying out in America, the season opener, but he did a good race to finish in about 6th place, I think it was there. 5th or 6th, did really well there. Well, I'm not going to check for the actual result. Because what we really will be looking for is lap times. And Renfara is the first to start his lap in the Haas. So we'll see what he can do first. Car number 95 on an American team, a bit like Lightning McQueen and the Disney cars also wears number 95 on himself. There's been 3 films in cars. Surprisingly, I've not seen the second one. I would like to. Maybe I will one day. Lewis Hamilton actually featured in the second film of that. And also Fernando will also feature in the Spanish version, and Vitaly Petrov in the Russian version of it. So, you know, in those languages. Those are cars too, by the way, those ones. Michael Schumacher featured in the first film. Michael Caine featured in the second film. If you've not seen the Disney cars films, ladies and gentlemen, I do recommend watching those. You can get them on DVD, or you can watch them on Netflix. Certainly worth a watch in your spare time. still. System Proyer, there you go, going through the castle section there, making good of that. Renfara here, just about to start the final sector of the lap. He's got the Mercedes there in front of him with Sarai, but he's on an outlap, so of course he's now about to pick up the speed. In fact, no, he's gone off the track there, Sarai. He went off track. I believe it was Sarai. Was it? No, I think it was well, yes, it was Sarai, but now Renfara crossing the line. Coming up to it now. He goes, what's his time? 1:42.1. That's not the best time I've seen so far. As we're right on board now with System Proyer. Coming now down straight. What can he do? Weber's still in the pits on the yellow soft tyres. He went out, went back in. System goes fast, 1:41.3. That is a good lap. But what can Schnixel do now? Can he nick it from under his belt? It looks like he will, but no, he's not. He goes second fastest, 1:41.8, but it wasn't until Schnixel's second run in Spain where he got that pole position. Your next driver to set a fast lap is Vickmill, the defending champion here in the Red Bull. He's looking good so far. Proper maxing it out on that Red Bull. Charging, raging Red Bull. Coming down the straight now, and he crosses the line to take provisional pole, also 1:41.3. Absolutely brilliant there, just by half a tenth off. But GT Fan, well, it's not his fastest lap per qualifying, but it's still the fastest in this session. 1:40.7. He's your man on provisional pole again. Got into the 1:40s and the only driver to do so in this session. Sorry, in qualifying. Wowee, what a rapid lap from GT Fan. Next across the line, the American driver at the Renault Selangville. He goes fourth fastest, just ahead of Schnixel, 1:41.4. Impact Echo is either next. It is Impact Echo, and then we've got the two Mercs, the two Silver Arrows, following shortly afterwards. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1, but I'm not going to check that right now. But now Impact Echo comes in the pits. He's given up, and Sarai now in the Mercedes. He crosses the line. He goes sixth fastest with a 1:41.9, just lines up behind Schnixel. And FC Bayern fan, can he go ahead of his teammate? No, he can't. Only 8th fastest and the slowest of all times in the session so far. So, your man on provisional pole, everyone, is GT Fan in the Force India. And the gap between him and Vickmill is half a second. That is unbelievable stuff. I know half a second is nothing in real time, but in Formula 1 it is. It is a lot, trust me. So wowee, man. GT Fan is absolutely sensational. He dominated not last time out. I keep saying last time out, I don't know why. But GT Fan dominated in Canada, winning the race after taking pole position as well. And he was very quick in qualifying there too. It's a shame. Simon Marshall, our other commentator, isn't here to enjoy this moment. I'm sure he'll be watching. And of course GT Fan here goes into the pits. As does Vickmill Cistern too. Selangville will also be pitting. Sarai there will also be pitting too. FC Bayern Fan will too. So it's just a question here, will Impact Echo and Weber be crossing the line? So will they be going out? They should do. We've actually got a lap. Sorry, not a lap, a car coming out of the pits, and it is. That is Impact Echo, everyone. There he is, leaving the pits. As Zarai's just retired, he's crashed at pit entry. So he will not be taking pole position. He's going to have another tough race later on. Crashing at pit entry, you never want to do that. Ever. The last time I saw that in the real world of F1 was Kimi Raikkonen in China. I can't remember the year, it's either 2012 or 2013. Where he just said on the radio, I hit the wall. That was during practice. What's happened during a race actually in Canada 2008 from Kazuki Nakajima. Ironically, he was pitting for a new front wing. But after that, it wasn't even needed because he got wedged under his wheel and he couldn't steer the car into the pits. Anyway, now we've got Weber and Impact Echo on an outlap, and also Renfara too. See who else goes out soon. First out of those lot to be starting a lap will be Impact Echo. In his second race, he's in Q3. He's got a chance to really prove himself a good driver. GT Fan's also going out for another run, so he feels he could improve on the 140.7. Well, I mean, we know he can. He's done it. He did it in the last session, 140.6 he got. But here we go then. Impact Echo. About to start his lap. Yeah, just rocketing past the camera there. It's got fans. Actually, some fans are standing behind the barrier there with the marshals. Look at that. They get a great view from there. Very close up to the action, although they are held back by a second barrier for their own safety. So marshals, they get themselves right up close to the action and into the danger zone. And the marshals divulging what they do for not only Formula 1 but of course other forms of motor racing too. They put their lives at risk, try and help us out. As well, respect to every marshal at every race circuit at every motorsport. Well done them. Here we go, Impact Echo now. It's going very slow actually on this lap. It appears slow, but it may be quick, who knows. We'll have to look at the sector times. Here we go there. Out the slow zone, and now into the fast part of the lap. This is the best part of the lap, I think. Sector 3. You absolutely fly through the streets. And now, just over the curb there slightly, we'll have lost a bit of time, but Impact Echo now be coming round to cross the line. He actually really made it through the corners, which he did. He made it through those without crashing. Also Vic Mill, Seastern, Selangville, Schnixel and SD Blind Fan on outlaps too. So everyone's going for another run. And that's Impact Echo up to 6th. 141.8, just behind Schnixel. And he will not be doing another time from here, so that's Impact Echo's qualifying decided. The next driver to complete a lap will be Renfarer. And here he goes. What's it going to be? Let's find out. Coming up to the line now in the Haas. Can he improve on 8th? He can improve on 8th. He goes 5th with a 141.6. And just behind, so Weber's just done a lap. He's on 9th fastest, 142.2. FC Blind Fan, he has not improved. In fact, no, sorry, he's just starting the lap. My apologies. He's starting the lap. He's currently 10th fastest, needs improvement from there. Weber's going for another run, so worth watching out for him. So we've got Seastern now about to cross the line. Can he improve on 3rd? No, he cannot. But he's got another time to complete a lap, so we'll see him do it. So who's going to be next? It will be Selangville, I think. No, it was GT Fan. GT Fan did improve. And Selangville has gone up to 4th, so well done. Yep, GT Fan 140.7. He's now 6/10 exactly faster than Vic Mill. Well done. So what can Vic Mill do? Vic Mill's on a lap. He's got to find 6/10 more. Although GT Fan actually can complete this lap here. He can do another one. So who knows, he may go quicker again. But I wouldn't underestimate Schnixel, who's just going there through the castle section, but he's got traffic there in front of him. Oh no, he's got the Ferrari there of Seastern, but Seastern also on the lap, so hopefully don't get too close to the Ferrari. Vic Mill just exiting there the tight twisty section of the lap. Renfarer now is coming up to cross the line. Can he improve? Although it appears he's about to run out of fuel again, like he did last time out in Spain. So that's 5th place, so if he does, yep, he has, he's run out of fuel. So that's Renfarer going to be picking up another penalty for Monza, as he went 5th fastest there. Seastern is your next man to cross the line. Can he improve on 3rd? It looks as if he can, he's getting very close. He does, he goes 2nd. a 140.72. He's also into the 140s. He got very close to GT Fan, but not quite close enough. What can Vic Mill do? No, he's not. He's improved his time, but not his position. So that's Vic Mill third or lower for this race. 141.2. Schnixel has already completed his lap. He can only go sixth with a 141.8. Selangville, excuse me. He's the last man to complete a lap. Is Selangville? Although I think he's just going into the pits. He is. Well, that's qualifying over. It got very close just at the end between C-Stern and GT Fan. C-Stern made his best effort, but he could not quite match GT Fan. So that's C-Stern prior in second. So everyone, I'll give you a quick rundown of top 10, and I'll give you the rundown of the full grid when we do the formation lap. So it's GT Fan on pole position in the Force India from C-Stern Prior, and then Vic Mill right behind him. Then Selangville in the Renault is 4th, Renfar at 5th, Schnixel 6th, Impact Echo 7th. He's got a 30-second time penalty in the race. What can he do from there? Zerai 8th, FC Bayern Fan 9th, so that's Mercedes 8th and 9th, and Weber in the Williams rounds off the top 10. So there you go then. It's going to be an interesting race here. GT Fan and C-Stern, if they can both keep up that pace during the race, it really is going to be fascinating to watch. But C-Stern less than half a second behind, sorry, less than half a tenth actually behind GT Fan, but just wasn't quite enough. Can Vic Mill keep up with these two? As Vic Mill's going for the long. In fact, no, he's not going for the longer run actually in the race. I believe right it is. Can't quite remember the tyres for the start, but we'll see those on the formation lap. But that is qualifying over, ladies and gentlemen. GT Fan lines up on pole for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Join us for the race.